In the late 70s in Framingham, the only place to be on a Friday night was Fun and Games.
As soon as you opened that door, a wall of sound would hit you. And the din of all these pinball machines and the sound of the music, it was basically a child's nightclub. I never wanted to leave.
40 years later, looking at his basement workshop, you could argue that David O'Neill never did leave.
If you hear that sound there, that means his flipper's done.
Though today he spends more time fixing classic pinball machines than playing them.
Put a new one in there and a nice solid hit with that.
For many of these machines, replacing flippers is just the beginning.
Someone during its time painted this all white, and I think the original paint, like on the side, is still underneath.
Restoration is his passion, and his skill earned him the nickname Dr. Dave.
I have corporate clientele that have game rooms in their break room. I have a lot of homeowners, they'll have a game they haven't had worked on forever, and I'll go and bring it back to look and play like new.
Dr. Dave also restores games for himself. The best of the best end up here in his own mini version of Fun and Games, complete with the disco ball from the original.
Kiss is definitely iconic. 8-Ball Deluxe behind me is. I think you can't really duplicate the experience of a pinball machine. There's physical things being hit and you feel things going on while you're playing it.
Almost as fun as playing these games is looking at them.
I call them playable artwork. This is the only game that shows a murder taking place. If you gotta go, it's not a bad way to go. Paul Ferris, he was a bodybuilder back in the day. So on Paragon, it's him trying to save his wife from this big angry lion.
And as dated as this image may seem, some 70s artist went even further.
Oh, it looks normal and innocent, but it ain't so innocent.
So what does a guy who lives and breathes pinball for a living do for fun? Well, besides playing pinball.
Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 15 of the Classic Pinball Podcast.
Talk about pinball, of course.
Hello, Dave.
With his longtime friend, George Jasic.
I've been into pinball, 50 years, ever since I was a little kid. We have no script. We kind of freewheel our podcasts and talk about whatever's on our mind. We try to stay pinball-centric, but we go off the rails quite a bit. We're flying without a net today.
A lot of other pinball podcasts are doing more of a tournament thing and new game talk. So we're trying to go somewhere that they're not at. George, have we broken Antarctica yet?
No, we're not in Antarctica. It comes easy to us because we're good friends. We've had a lot of fun. And hopefully it'll continue for a long time.
And Dr. Dave says he's seen many changes in the pinball repair world over the years.
Well, you know, it used to be sort of a scavenger hunt for parts, but now a lot of people are making parts with 3D printers. Yeah. It's all gone very high tech, and all the manuals that used to be these thick things are now online, so he says it's a lot easier than it used to be, and he still loves doing it. That is Chronicle for tonight. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. I'm Anthony Everett.
And I'm Shana Seymour. Have a good one. We'll see you back here tomorrow night.